Hey guys, AZ here from NetPlayMarketing.com, and so I want to put in this final installment on creating your blog. As you can see, I changed up the blog look a little bit from where we left it off. All I really did was I changed the header image, kind of from where I showed you guys, and I think it was the first lesson on how to just modify the theme. For this thing. So as you can see now, putting it all together, it looks a lot more like a legitimate website. It looks a little bit more complete. All I did was change this to a background image with the picture of a rose, which goes well with the whole gardening theme that we've kind of been going on with. And then I changed the background here from blue, or whatever color it was, I can't remember, to a black background instead. So you can see it's kind of eye-catching now. It pops up a little bit more. So as you can see, it all flows very, very well. So with a blog like this, you can honestly start working right away. If you had put a blog together like this, I would say that anybody who's be jumping onto this website would already be attracted to whatever content it is that you're placing on here. And if you're putting valuable content, which is really what the whole basis of your website is going to be about, then you would have no reason why people shouldn't be engaging with your content. And so my biggest thing is for you guys to just get yourself going. Once you already have this basic template will do you more than enough. But the one last thing that I really wanted to show you how to do to kind of complete the whole look and feel of your website would really just be linking your other mediums to your website. So what I mean by that is things like social media. So I'm going to just quickly show you kind of what my website looks like. If you go to my website, you'll see that I have these little social icons here. So people can connect with me and engage with me on a personal level, whether they want to connect with me through Facebook, through Google+, through Twitter, or through my YouTube channel, which is probably how you've connected with me since you're watching these videos now. And so I have direct links from my blog to all my content through any of those social media forms. So I want to show you guys how you can do that here on your own blog as well. I mean, you can literally just add whatever your contact info is to a sidebar here if you really wanted to. Just literally write okay, connect with me at facebook.com/ whatever your handle is, or you can make it look a little bit more clean and nice looking, kind of like with using these little icons. So somebody clicks on these, they'll be clicking directly to that website already. So it's less hassle for them having to copy and paste. They can just click and go. And honestly, if you can make it easier for somebody to do, it will be easier for them to do. Okay, guys, so the first step would honestly be finding some social icons, so kind of like you just saw here. If you literally Google social media icons, you'll find a whole slew of different icons that you could possibly use to put onto your website. So you can go ahead, just cut and paste these using whatever image editing software that you use, if you use any, or if you want to, you can honestly purchase these. I think all these are actually for sale. I just happen to find them. If you go on Google search, it's easy to kind of just copy paste and edit. But if you're not that savvy, feel free to just go to these websites. They'll probably charge you $1 for all the social media icons. It's not expensive, but that way you have something that you've paid for and you can legitimately use, and you don't have to worry about having to edit or anything. You'll just be sent all of the icons. But look for a kind of style that you like, and then you go ahead and request that from them. So once you've discovered which icons you want to use, guys, what I'm going to show you how to do here is going back to your dashboard on your website. If you remember what this looks like here, what you can do is you can go to the appearance section here, and under widgets, you'll be able to actually click on there, and you'll get the options for you to be able to add things to your widget area. So what is your widget area? Your widget area is this side panel that I showed you how to edit before, in terms of adding the categories, having recent posts and that stuff. That's basically what your widget area is. So as you can see, recent posts and categories is the two sections that are actually placed under this widget area column, right? And if you go to the actual website, that's what's actually available, your recent posts and your categories, right? So it makes sense. This is your little widget area. So if you want to, you can literally just add text to your widget area so that you can add whatever information you want to. If you want to just have a text area here, let me show you. Click on text and go to add widget. Okay, it'll pop up on this side now, as you can see, right? So if you want to, you can literally just write social media and then say connect with me on Facebook, and then just put your Facebook handle. So facebook.com/gardening with aces, right? If that's what you kind of wanted to go with, for the sake of coherency here and and for it to be synced. If you click on save here, now what you'll see is if you go back to this website section here and we reload this page, ta-da! So you have a social media section now, and it says connect with me on Facebook, facebook.com/gardening with aces. So then somebody can come here, they can copy and paste that, and then go to the website. So you could do something very basic and just do that if you wanted to, so people can connect with you on Facebook that way. Or like I said, you can use the little icons. So the little icons is going to take a little bit more work for you to do, but it looks so much cooler on your website and makes your website look a lot more official and a little more professional. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you go back to your dashboard and you use this exact same text area, okay, that's what I added here. Click on text and click to add to widget. Okay, that's all I did. I'm not going to add another one. I'm just going to keep the same one. This will take a little bit of like HTML code, guys, but I don't want you to feel intimidated by it because it's actually very, very simple. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. What you can do is you can actually make a little image icon for your social media, just like I have here. Okay, so let's start off by showing you how you can actually upload media. So if you go to this media section here, guys, and you click on add new, you can literally add an image. Okay, so as you can see, I already have a Facebook one right here that I just recently uploaded, but I'm going to upload one more for you guys just so you can see exactly how I did it. So I clicked on add new, and I'm selecting a file from my computer. So this is after you say you purchased it or you copied and pasted or edited an icon that you want to use. All right, and I'm just going to let this load real quickly. Okay, and see under social icons, I have a few of the different images here. So I'm going to use this Twitter one so that you can show it. So I can show you how you can do with Twitter. So I'm going to click open. And what's going to happen is it's going to load. There you go. Right. So now you have two images here that you can actually now use as icons. So what I mean by icons is that this little image is going to pop up here. So what you're going to see is like this little image, instead of it being red for your website, it's going to look like this. Like this little Twitter icon, which is pretty cool. So what you need for this, guys, is you need two things. The first of which is the URL. So you need to have basically your website. Your website is going to have this image saved on your server, and see if you click on the image, it gives you this URL here: retirewithaces.com/wp blah 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 blah. So you're going to need this this code, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, so if you want, you can copy and paste that code. I'm not going to save it just yet because I need to show you one more thing. So I'm going to go back to appearance and back to widgets. Oops, back to widgets. All right, and under the text social media section here, what you're going to need, guys, is you're going to need to put in a little bit of HTML code. Okay, so WordPress understands the code. You just need to understand how to program this code. So what I'm going to do is I actually already have it saved here, so I'm going to just paste it so I don't have to type it. And I know it looks a little complicated, guys, so if you want to save or pause this video right here so you can just take a look at what this looks like, this is what this image is actually going to look like. It's very, very straightforward. Okay, it looks more complicated than it actually is, but this ahref equals this part here. This is where I'm talking about is that you're going to need a link. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my media. I'm going to open this up in a new in a new tab. Okay, so just so I can get back to the URL. Give this a second for it to load. So what I'm looking for, guys, is the code that I just showed you. So let's say if we're doing for Facebook. Okay, I'm going to click on Facebook, and I'm going to need this URL here. So you can literally just copy and paste this. So I'm going to copy it, go back to my appearance. Okay, and it says here full link to your Facebook page. I wrote that in there for you just so that you understand that this is where your this is the link to where you want your people to go to. So in this case, this is going to be Facebook. Don't forget to put http://facebook.com. You need the http:// there, so it'll actually direct people to that website. And for people to be able to automatically click on your image. Okay, so make sure that the website is in between the little quotation marks. You need the quotation marks because that's the specific website that you want people to click on and be sent to. And then for this little next section here, where I wrote image URL for Facebook icon, this is what that URL that I just copied from here is going to be placed. So just place it in between the quotation marks the same way that I just showed you the other one. Okay. Okay, I'm going to just paste. Okay, and there's the image that I just copied from here. Okay, that URL is basically what I just copied onto here. Okay, and now the last little part of this is just says the width is 35, the height is 35. That means the size of the icon. So the icon you don't want to be very, very big. It's going to be something small and subtle, right? Because if it's going to be too big, it's going to be too in their face. You want to send something subtle. So 35 and 35, that refers to pixels, like how many pixels that image is going to be. And 35 is going to be a very, very safe size for you to use. Okay, guys? So what I want you to do is I'm going to click on Save. I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like. So now that it's saved, you saw how this looked like before, the social media section. And because I titled it, I forgot to show you that under titled social media, that's not going to change. That's still going to pop up on the widget section. So here in the column, it's still going to show social media. But now instead of having this just plain text link, what's going to happen is you're going to have a little icon now. So let's refresh this page. Ta-da! Social media now has Facebook. Awesome, right? So right now I don't have an actual website link to this. So right now if I click on Facebook, it's literally just going to take me to Facebook. Give it a second. It's going to take you to my Facebook because my Facebook is logged in. But that's what it's going to take you to. Okay, so it's going to go back to Retire with Aces. Whoa. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do this one more time using a different social media thing, because you can add multiple icons. Okay, so we have the one icon here right now. So let's do it again with Twitter. Okay, so if you copy this exact same code, guys, and copy it and then paste it. Okay, and instead of using, I'm going to add facebook.com/ Alton64 because that's my personal Facebook. All right, and then I go to, I'm just editing the previous one. So under this new website, okay, I know it looks very jumbled here, but it'll make sense to the computer. All right, so under facebook.com, so this one isn't facebook.com anymore, it's Twitter, right? So we're going to do http://twitter.com/al2064 because that's my Twitter. Okay. The image title is not called Facebook anymore, it's now called Twitter. Okay, and the website for the image, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to get the URL for the image. So this guy that we uploaded, click on that. There's the image. Copy that, come back here, and we're going to paste that here under source between the quotations for the image. Right there. So in between quotations, so you can see, I'm going to paste. And now it's not Facebook anymore, it's now Twitter. Okay guys, the icon size obviously you want to be the same. You want the icons to all be exactly the same so they look nice and neat and proper. So that's all I did, guys. I copied the exact same code, I just changed Facebook to Twitter. Alright, so I have my Twitter website, our handle, then I have the image title just named Twitter, and the website, so the URL for the image, which is on your website, right? So if you save on this now, not save on this, but save it, and you go back to the website now, you should have two icons when we refresh this page. There you go. Beautiful. So now you have two icons now that are right next to each other that people can literally click on and be taken to a website. So if I click on the Twitter one now, it should send me to twitter.com/L2064, which is my my Twitter account. There you go. There's my Twitter account. Okay, so I haven't used Twitter in a while. Make these little icons on your website, and as you can see, it looked a lot more professional. It looked a lot neater than. Sorry, let's go back to the website. Retire with Aces. Okay, it looked a lot more professional. It made just your website look a little bit more complete. It made it look a little bit sleeker. So it's a nice way for you to be able to just add social media to your website, so that people can click on it and get sent directly to it. And if you can make it as easy as possible, go ahead. If you like the other way where you just have, hey, connect with me at facebook.com/whatever, and if you let people copy and paste it, then that's cool. I just like using this method instead because it's more direct and it just looks a little bit nicer. Okay, guys. Again, if you want to change the sizes to these images, for example, if you think, oh, you know what, these icons are a little bit too small, we can go back and change the sizes a little bit. So instead of 35 here, let's make it 40 by 40. Right? Ideally, you want to keep it square, just because it just looks nicer and more. Looks to make it look more like a little icon. So if you save that now, we go back to this. Now the icons will be a little bit bigger. There you go. See, they grew up in size a little bit, and you can tweak around and play with it. Right now, if you look at the Twitter one looks a little bit bigger than the Facebook one does, and I think it's just because I chose two different icons from two different styles. So I'd have to edit the image a little bit. But if you buy the icons or you get the same icons from the exact same source, you should have exactly the same sized icons, just the same way as I have on my actual website, guys, just like this. Right, where it looks nice and clean, everything's exactly the same size. So just like I showed you, you can switch this and make it multiple different icons. So you can add whatever icon you really want to, whatever you dream of. You can have the link be whatever you want. Okay, so all you have to remember is that the first link here is going to be the link to wherever you want the person to be sent to. So in this case, for me, because this is my Facebook icon, I'm sending them to facebook.com/al2064. But if you want to send them to wherever, if you want to send them to a different website, or you want to send them to a different page, or you want to send them to whatever you want to, you can go ahead and enter it there. And then under the source for the image, all you got to do is click the source image, which is the URL from whatever image you post here. And you can literally use any image. These are just icons that I'm using because I'm using them for social media. But if you don't want to use for social media, you can literally use a little image, like one of these, for example, as a link to something else, if you really wanted to. For example, if you're forwarding somebody to a different website, right? So I'm just showing you how to do it for the social media aspect of your website. Okay, so now that that's saved, as you can see, this website now is pretty much complete, guys. The website looks, in my opinion, pretty good. You now have a spot on the internet where you can now blog. You're going to be able to interact with people. You have people be able to link and connect with you personally through your social media, and you're going to be able to do all that stuff, right? And people can actually, and I think I've even mentioned this during the first one, but people can actually leave comments on your blog and stuff as well. You're always going to have to tweak a little bit more and play a little bit more with your blog as it gets bigger. If you guys ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, leave a comment on this video. Or you can just reach out to me at aces@netplaymarketing.com. Right, you can do that, or you just go to netplaymarketing.com and just connect with me through any of my social medias. Any of my social media options here. In future videos, guys, I'm just going to show you one last thing to do with WordPress, and but you need to learn how to use another software that I use, which is called Lead Pages. Lead Pages is basically how you can create this little beauty right here, which is a side banner where you can get people to actually start opting into your email list, and then you can start actually marketing to them based on their interest and what you want to do. But that's a whole new lesson. I will show you how to do this, and we will come back to how to use WordPress. But you need to know how to work your website and start building content on there first, because without that content, you're not going to get anybody who wants to opt into this little thing right here anyways. So focus on that, then we will move on to this. Look forward to teaching you guys some more content here with Lead Pages and how to create opt-in pages and capture pages and all that stuff. But until next time, guys, just master this, get really good with this, and until next time, let's just get out there and have some fun.